Your pen might be one of the most important tools to calm your body. In just a few minutes of journaling, you can shift from fight or flight to rest and digest with the parasympathetic nervous system. So let me show you how. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you a body-based journaling prompt and we're going to walk through it step by step. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Dr. Jessica and I'm a naturopathic doctor and acupuncturist as well as a health coach. And I help people connect their body, mind, and spirit throughout their healing journey. So one of the reasons why journaling is so effective is that when you take the time to actually put pen to paper and write things out, it's actually a signal to both your body and your nervous system to say that this is a safe space, that we have time to relax, and that we're safe enough to take this time. Entering into this more gentle or slower pace helps you push into the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the part of the nervous system that's really helpful for recovery and for rest and relaxation. And when we take time to actually put pen to paper and to write out our emotions, so translating them from a thought or a feeling to actual written words, this is a process called emotional labeling. Now, when we do this, the prefrontal cortex of the brain lights up, and that helps to calm the emotional centers in the brain. So you're literally making your body calmer by writing. So here are 3 specific techniques that I like to use to really get in touch with the nervous system, to really calm and soothe the nervous system just by journaling. Number 1 is what I like to call slow writing. Now, this actually is linking the breath and the pace in which you're writing. This kind of touches into breath work, using the slower breath to really, again, tap into the nervous system, but you're connecting it with the pace of your writing. So you can breathe in for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, keeping a nice and even inhale and exhale as you're putting pen to paper and as you're writing out whatever prompt that you're working with. This slow and deep rhythmical breathing, again, will help to increase your heart rate variability, therefore activate the vagus nerve, and helps you, again, tap into the parasympathetic nervous system. This is a really interesting one to try. Second technique I already mentioned, which is called emotional labeling. This is where we can sit with ourselves. You can feel into the body. So say, for example, you're sitting at your desk, you've got your journal out, and then you want to say, what do I feel in the body? And this is going to depend on what you want to bring up. You can ask yourself where you feel like you're holding tension. So as you sit right now, where do you feel that you're holding the tension? Could be in your shoulders. I know a lot of us kind of store our stress in there, and your shoulders live up here, right? So you can start to write about what that feels like. When you start to name that emotion that you're feeling there, so say when I feel into my shoulders, I feel tension, I feel nervousness, I feel anxiety. Naming that emotion allows you to actually kind of tap into the amygdala, which is usually where we hold a lot of our fear and our stress and tense emotions. Helps you to tap into that area and kind of break out of that loop that we're usually playing over and over, that upregulates our fear and our discomfort and pushes us into the sympathetic nervous system. So such a simple practice of this, of, feeling into your body and then actually naming that emotion that you're feeling, or that fear, or whatever it may be, writing it out and naming it can be really helpful for you to relax back into the parasympathetic nervous system, helping you to regulate. Kind of tied to this is the third technique, which is using more body-based prompts. We already talked about, okay, you can sit and say, where do I feel tension? Another way to do that is to say, where do I feel safe in my body? Where do I feel grounded? And what does that feel like? And even going another step further and just saying, what do I need right now in my body? What can help to relieve the tension? What can make me feel safe in other areas of my body? I would call this one kind of the next step. After you've done the emotional labeling, then you can take another step further and start to connect and ask, well, what do I need? What does my body want? How can I get rid of this feeling? How can I let it pass through? All right, so I promised that I was going to share with you a prompt to work with. So if you are not driving, go ahead and grab your notebook. I'll give you a second to get that. You can pause the video. And now let's go ahead, have a seat, get your notebook out. But first, I want you to close your eyes. And I just want you to take a couple inhales and exhales with me. So go ahead and inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and breathe it out through your mouth. Inhale again. And exhale out through your mouth. Good. Now, as you continue to breathe at your own pace, what I want you to do is to feel your jaw. Bring your awareness there and notice if you're clenching or holding or grinding your teeth? Good. If you are, go ahead and relax and continue breathing. And then now I want you to bring your awareness to your belly. Are you holding in? Does it feel tight, uncomfortable? Go ahead and breathe into that. So take a deep inhale and kind of push it into the abdomen and exhale it back out, letting go of any stress there. Good. Well done. Now, keep your eyes closed just for another second here. And what I want you to do is to feel into an area of your body that feels safe or that feels grounded. Once you've got your area, go ahead and open your eyes. And now I'm going to give you the prompt. And I want you to write about safety in my body feels like. So we picked that area. How did you know that that was a safe area or that was a grounded area? So I just want you to write just for like a good 30 seconds to 1 minute and just let it flow. Safety in my body feels like. I'm just going to let you flow with that for a minute. Good. So hopefully after doing that quick little exercise, you feel a bit more grounded, you feel a bit more relaxed. Hopefully we've tapped a little bit into that parasympathetic nervous system. And you can see how regular practice like this can help you attune your awareness and help you start to train yourself more into that sympathetic nervous system awareness. So if this was helpful, I would love to dive deeper with you. I do have a workshop coming up where we're going to dive deeper into breath work, into journaling, into meditation, and how we use those tools to not only calm our nervous system, but align more with our higher self and how we can use those practices day to day to really attune and align with, what we want for our future, what we want with our soul purpose, so to speak. So if you'd like details on that, you can click on the link down in the description box, and I have some information for you there for that upcoming workshop. Otherwise, I have options to dive in and to work with me more one-on-one. Again, link is in the description box. As always, I'm here to empower you on your health and wellness journey and to help give you some support, some accountability. I hope that this video was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.